Yes.
We have our special guests. We've been talking about them since like 6 a.m. this morning, telling you guys to tune in to us right now on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. They are none other than Alex Resnik, who is no stranger to Singapore, no stranger to the Kiss 92 studio. And we also have with us one of the top 10 bartenders in the world, Argentina Tato Giovannoni, with us. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Buenos
gentlemen.
dias.
Buenos dias, Singapore.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Before we go any further, because we're going to tell everyone what you guys are in Singapore for, I have to ask Tato something. Is it true that you predicted that Saudi Arabia was going to beat Argentina in the World Cup? During a taxi ride in Buenos Aires, as you guys were passing by the River Stadium.
I was very, very sharp before the World Cup. Also, I call Alex. I was in the Amsterdam airport before they do the draw of, and I told Alex exactly who were going to play Argentina in the groups, and then I predicted also that we will win it.
Right.
And sadly, we were in Buenos Aires only for the first game. And on our way to my friend's house, it was 7 a.m. in the morning. We brought, of course, also medialunas, Argentinian pastry to see the game.
Wow.
Nice.
And we were okay. We were doing really fine until we drove through River Plate Stadium. And when I passed through River Plate Stadium, I got the feeling that we're gonna lose. So I told Alex, we're gonna be defeated today. They're gonna score twice. I can say, shut up. You know how he is with
Yes.
football comes. But I also said to him, relax, we're going to win the World Cup. And that was it. We lost, but we won the World Cup.
Amazing. Amazing.
Nice.
Who expected
Congratulations.
Argentina to lose to Saudi Arabia? I thought it was over at that point.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
yeah, exactly,
Everyone
yeah.
was expecting Argentina to do so well in that match.
It was a crazy match.
It was a
We
crazy
scored like
match.
4 goals, and there were,
I'm sure a lot of crying involved as well.
not in that game. I didn't cry, but
Didn't lose hope.
Well,
no.
actually, what happened is when I was doing a project in Saudi Arabia at the time, and after the game finished, the mood was so somber
Yeah.
at his friend's house, somber, like somebody really passed away.
Oh.
Tragedy. We couldn't believe it, and I get on my phone a call from my Saudi employers, dressing their national dresses, video, and it pops on my screen. All his friends next to me. Who are those people? I have to look in the bathroom to talk to them.
little kids, the sons of my friends, they were devastated.
I'm sure.
Oh
I'm
my
sure.
They were
Devastation.
So much
These
hope,
are two
right?
of the most passionate football fans, and especially when it comes to Argentina.
Of course.
Man, they would die for the Argentinian national team.
Of course, and them, and I'm sure a lot of everyone else in the country as well.
So passionate.
Well, speaking of Argentina, that's exactly what you're here for. The Argentinian
Yes.
takeover at the Four Seasons Hotel Singapore, where Bracero and Floreria Atlantico will be popping up at 190 Restaurant and 190 Bar starting tomorrow. So we're going to continue that conversation
Yes.
on The Big Show TV. Join us on our Facebook and YouTube channels.
And we'll also talk to Thomas, who
Yes.
is in the studio as well. Meantime, here's Haneri, who will be with us tomorrow morning on the show, sitting in for the Flying Dutchman. This is IDWLY on KISS 92. Very nice.
Okay, so
let's talk to Thomas
Thomas.
as well.
Yeah, you can come on. We can't see him on the camera.
Thomas, please introduce yourself. You are the main man at Four Seasons.
Not quite.
Almost.
Our GM is just flying in from vacation, so his first day is today. So,
Oh, okay.
I think I did meet your GM as well the last time I was at the Four Seasons.
so my name is Thomas. I'm a food and beverage director at the Four Seasons Hotel Singapore, and I've been working with Alex for past 8 years. Very fortunate. So we have this idea to bring the little Argentinian takeover to Four Seasons Hotel Singapore, and it's amazing to have them both on board, and Tato as well. Floreria Atlantico, best bar in the world, best South American bar in the world, few years running. Tato, best bartender in the world. So what else we can ask for?
Best
Amazing.
bartender in the world in our
Amazing.
studio as well.
Alex, tell us a little bit more. You are now the culinary and hospitality maestro.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's what we want to call
That's
you.
what we're calling you.
Okay. Let me Let me get over those compliments from you. Thank you so much. Put my makeup on. You know, we know each other for a long time, and all my years beautiful years with Wolfgang, it was time to right time to write a new chapter in my hospitality life. And we've been friends with Tato for a while. And I wanted to go back to my roots, and my roots were Tato Giovannoni and his concepts of Floreria and Brasero Atlántico. We form a beautiful hospitality group called the Hierophant Group. And we are opening our concepts in different parts of the world.
Oh,
We just
nice.
opened in Barcelona 2 months ago, both in one building, the Brasero, which is the Argentine a las brasas grill, with the bar, the Floreria bar. And Tato will tell you more about his baby. I always say that Tato is the father of the creature, and I'm the adopted father. I am the stepfather of our beautiful
But
creature.
we don't peel our shrimps.
Not
peel
for
our
each
shrimps.
other?
No, we didn't get that. We didn't get that yet.
I tried to peel your shrimp
I would not allow that.
when we went for dinner.
Yeah, they were at KEK,
KEK,
Seafood last
yeah.
night. I mean, there are friends as well,
Amazing.
the good people at KEK.
You enjoyed it?
I love it.
Love.
Did you
Oh,
guys
thank
have the
you.
prawn though, the drunken prawns
Yes.
and
Yes.
or
And
the oatmeal prawns?
pig
The cereal
liver.
prawns, yeah.
Oh, there was a feast for the ages.
Good stuff.
Nice, nice. So tell us a little bit more about the Argentinian takeover with Brasero and Floreria. What's happening at the hotel?
We basically taking over for 3 months, starting August 1st until October 31st.
What can people expect?
The restaurant and the bar of the hotel, we're sharing. We're not taking over because, you know, in Argentina it's all about sharing.
Oh, you're sharing. Okay,
Yeah, so,
okay.
yeah, we're starting at 6 p.m. every night, 5:30 in the lobby bar and the restaurant. And basically, we're bringing a little bit of Argentina to Singapore in a restaurant way, the same things that we do in Buenos Aires in our signature and original one. Both of the concepts are inspired by the immigration that came to Argentina through the Atlantic Ocean, which is huge, people from all over the world, and basically that was what built us as world champions. That's why we win the World Cup, because we're a big mixture of
course.
people from all over. And Brasero Atlántico is more. I don't like to say our steakhouse, even though it is a steakhouse in a way, but it's more the interpretation of the immigrants moving into the countryside at the beginning of the century, cooking with the wood or charcoal, and of course the cow is very important for us, but also the game, the rabbit, the frogs, the duck, so the preserves, the way that they used to live. You know, they used to preserve tomatoes when it was season. They used to do terrines, pâtés. So that's what you're gonna find in a very. Correct me, Alex, if I'm wrong. In a very easygoing, but very
easygoing. Fun. We are about. I always say that we do cool luxury.
Cool luxury.
Not just luxury for the sake of luxury, cool luxury. And I think that being at the Four Seasons and the mix of the gorgeousness of the Four Seasons and the name that carries, together with Mr. Cool, which is Tato, and Grandpa Alex, which is following his steps, and the amazing Thomas who put this together for all of us, and the hotel. We are very grateful to Thomas. That I think we're gonna make a noise. It will be a noisy 3 months.
Love
between
it.
The bar, the restaurant, and the Four Seasons. It's kind of a
Nice.
It's a dream come true. What
yeah.
a team.
Can we say we'll expect music as well? You know, like the Argentinian music playing in the background, or
You have
not
no
in the
idea.
background?
You have no idea.
Sarah DJ as well.
But we have 7 different Argentinian playlists.
Oh,
one for
wow.
Floreria, one for Brasero, and different stages that
The
music
volume
will
changes,
change,
yeah.
volume change, the intensity change. So amazing. So it's proper Argentinian takeover.
We know
This is going to be so different because
Yeah.
my wife and myself hang out at the 190 bar quite often.
That's
And
downstairs, right?
And
That
it's
is on the
nice and cozy
and quiet.
and quiet. And now it's gonna change a little
And
bit.
you've got that whole outdoor area as well, which is
Yes.
really nice.
Yes.
In the garden, but you will see when you enter the Four Seasons Hotel now, so you turn left,
Yeah.
and you have these beautiful flowers all over the place. And
Oh, wow.
it's just completely different look. It's just, you smell those flowers around, and you just entrance is different, so you go, wow.
We know where we're going to
What's
be at
going on?
5:30.
For
My
sure.
goodness.
For sure, we're gonna be there. Okay,
Okay.
we're going back on the radio. Let's talk about the timing and
Yes,
and all
yes.
that again.
And
Okay.
the food and the drinks. We'll
Right,
talk
yeah,
about
okay.
that on air.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the AYE towards the MCE, right before the Clementi Avenue 2 exit, look out for a stalled vehicle. Also on the BKE towards the PIE, this is right after the Mandai Road exit. Another vehicle has broken down there. Wherever you are today, stay safe.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. This morning we are talking to Alex Resnik as well as Renato Tato Giovannoni about an event that's happening at the wonderful Four Seasons Hotel beginning tomorrow. So the 190 bar is going to be taken over by Tato.
Floreria
Atlantico. And then the 190 restaurant, there'll be the Bracero Atlantico. And once again, for the benefit of people who are just tuning in right now, why should they experience this at the Four Seasons Hotel? Alex.
Because they're going to feel home. And I think that what we are bringing is an experience. It's not food, it's not drinks, it's not service, it's not hospitality. It's opening a bit of our history and our heart to our guests. And they're going to taste food that is not that traditional to restaurants here in Singapore. It's something different. But they're going to, and it's interesting, these questions, because we've been working with the staff the last few weeks and training and getting them really soaked into the spirit. We are spiritual in a way that we want the guests to get into a journey. And they are going to experience steps of traveling across immigration currencies of Argentina that I always loved, being a guest of Tato's places in Buenos Aires, which are a must for anybody that goes there, and now being part of it, the family from the inside.
Right.
So, they are going to enter a little world of surprises, and in particular, I'm very impressed how the staff at the Four Seasons really bought into what we are trying to do. We call it, we are humble farmers from Buenos Aires. So we're going to share our land with the guests coming up, and reservations are open. Thomas can tell us more about that. But we couldn't be more excited. And for us to be here, I call it back home in Singapore.
I think more importantly, everyone's going to have a good time. That's
Yeah, for sure.
that's guaranteed.
Yes.
But just an example of a few dishes that Singaporeans can look forward to.
I'm gonna give you. First of all, let's start with the frog legs. We had a press event. A couple of days ago, and we hammered their heads. Get the frog legs. Get the frog legs. They got the frog legs, which are a must for Tato, and they are to die for with Provençal sauce and white wine and olive oil and that garlic.
Different from the frog's
I
legs in
smell-
Geylang.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
very
Yeah,
different.
see, I think maybe since you guys have taken up all the frogs, maybe there's no more frogs in Geylang. No more
no more
porridge,
Geylang.
frog leg porridge.
Speaking of which, where are the ingredients coming from? Are you flying all the ingredients in from Argentina, or are you locally sourcing the ingredients?
Thomas?
So the team was very helpful because, this was 6 months in planning. in planning. So it was good to have all the ingredient list, and with the local Singaporean suppliers, we were using it for seasons. We were sourcing Argentinian product. So when you are going to join us in Bracero or Floreria, there will be Argentinian beef. We have amazing Argentinian beef, different cuts, and the rest of the products has been sourced mostly from the parts of the world where Bracero and Floreria is already. So we have a bit of Spanish product, bit of Argentinian, and obviously local products as well, what we couldn't get from Argentina. But the meat and it's just amazing. Argentinian meat tastes completely different to Japanese, to American. You can feel that green grass in Argentina. You can feel the.
It's legendary.
It is legendary, just like Alex Resnik. So,
For me to know.
so we can't wait to see the guest at Four Seasons.
So that starts tomorrow, 5:30, right? The bar.
Bar 5:30 and restaurant from 6 o'clock. So we're looking forward to see everybody.
And of course, reservations are highly
Already
recommended.
open.
Yes.
Absolutely, we can book through Open Table or to reach out to us at Four Seasons.
Direct to the
directly.
Four Seasons.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember,
All
it
right.
begins tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Make sure you're there at the Four Seasons Hotel.
You know, we've spoken about the food, but, you know, it is 8:15, so we have to talk about the alcohol. We'll talk about that with Tato on the Big Show TV.
We've only just begun. It's
Vamos.
8:16.
Kiss 92 Time Check, brought to you by Putia.
So the Big Show
Wowza.
is legendary for always talking about alcohol at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So
I've been told. I've been told.
so we need to know what kind of alcohol can we expect? Like
Well,
what kind of cocktails?
As we told you about Bracero Atlántico, Florería Atlántico in Buenos Aires started as a flower shop on the street. That's what Florería, we sell flowers.
Oh, wow.
And in the basement we have the bar and the restaurant.
So you still have the flower shop?
Yes, yeah. We
And do
sell
you do that
flowers.
worldwide as well with the
Yes,
flower shop?
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. Florería means flower shop, so
Yeah.
yeah. And
Nice.
in the area that we put together Florería at the time, in the 80s, there were flower shops in every corner. So now you cannot find it. So say, let's put something nice for the neighborhood.
What a great
It
concept.
is.
So that's why with the Four Seasons, we put together a lot of flowers around
Oh, right,
and
okay.
in the entrance of the hotel and the bar. We tell the story also about the immigration, and through the drinks and mostly seafood, we tell that story. You're gonna find a mixture of a few cocktails that we've been open for 10 years in Argentina. Of those 10 years journey, along with some new drinks coming from the new opening in Barcelona, which is inspiring the Mediterranean migration to Argentina, and working on a new recipe inspired in Singapore. So that's
Okay.
going to be live probably in a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
For National Day.
For
There's-
National Day, yeah? Mm.
There's a classic cocktail from Floreria when it came into the menu in 2015, it never left the menu. Actually, grows that group of drinks inspired on my grandfather and my grandmother, which were Italian roots and Spanish roots, but they were in love with the aperitivo. So when my grandfather passed away at the age of 99,
Oh,
1
wow.
month
Wow.
before being 100, I decided to make a Negroni version of for him. And it's called Negroni Balestrini. It's a signature drink from Floreria. It's a bestseller since we put it on the menu. And in Argentina, I made it with ingredients from my hometown and my own gin that we're trying to source here also. But here you're gonna drink Negroni with a London dry gin, Amaro instead of sweet vermouth, Campari of course, a dash of seawater, and we smoke it with eucalyptus. So that's one of the signature drinks. Then you can have an example of south of France, because the first menu was inspired on the fifth biggest immigrations: Italy, Spain, France, Poland, and Great Britain. It's called Saint Mart, which is a rosé wine, a syrup of lavender and Ricard,
Oh, wow.
lemon juice. We shake that. We top it up with a little bit of a rosé champagne, and that's called Saint Mart, which is inspired in the south of France.
So you've got flavors from everywhere. You're
Yes.
doing Spanish, you're doing Mediterranean, you will be doing Singapore. But what is a quintessential Argentinian flavor? What is any, it's something that
Yes.
if you smell, or if it touches your tongue, that's
A
Argentina.
quintessential Argentinian flavor is the bitters and the amaros and the vermouth.
Okay.
But there's one brand that it became. I mean, it's not a brand. It's in Argentina. It's a brand, but it's Fernet. You know
Fernet, yes.
Fernet is huge. In
We have
Argentina.
a bar Fernet here in Singapore, I think.
What's a Fernet? Sorry.
Fernet is an Italian Amaro, a bitter. A bitter. And we drink that like crazies in Argentina. We drink it with Coca-Cola, which is even more weird.
Oh, wow.
And it became
try
really
that.
popular in the 80s among the students. And it's we sell the only factory or the only producer outside of Italy of Fernet Branca
Is
in
in
Argentina.
Argentina.
And we sell more Fernet in Argentina than in the rest of the world together.
Wow.
They say that we serve 11 Fernet and Coca-Cola per second in Argentina. Yeah.
What?
So, yes. That's
Breakfast Argentina.
What? Just like Coke on ice,
yeah,
and then with the
highball glass, ice, Fernet.
proper cocktail.
And Coca-Cola. No, proper
Is it? No, it's wrong.
In Argentina, you know how we drink it?
No.
Because we're sharing people, you know. We
Right.
drink the mate, it's a sharing thing. We cut the big bottles of Coca-Cola, the plastic
Yeah,
ones. Yeah, and we fill it up with ice, a bottle of Fernet, a bottle and a half of Coca-Cola, and we pass it on.
What do you call this drink, though?
Fernet and Coca.
Oh, that's it.
con
Fernet-
cola. Fernet con
Fernet con
cola.
cola. Wow.
And
You know,
here we did a version of that because, I mean, I try to modify that, but I still have the same soul. So we do Fernet, which is usually black, the color of the Fernet, and this drink is black.
Yeah.
I didn't like that color.
So you changed
So
it.
we macerate fresh cherries for 5 days in Fernet.
Oh,
That takes
So
away.
it's like a deep red.
Takes away the darkness and sweeten it a little bit
Right.
and give some acidity. That we put in a highball glass after 5 days with a little bit of maraschino liqueur, which is a cherry liqueur, and top it up with pink grapefruit soda. It's called algo rojo or something red.
Thomas
you make
is-
one for me?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, same
Of
as
course,
well.
of
I'd
course.
love that.
It's like
yeah.
cherry Coke. I love cherry Coke.
That's true.
Itself, and then with the Fernet and
Yeah.
everything. Oh.
Wow.
You've had it already, Thomas.
Amazing.
Of course.
Amazing.
Look at him. He looks like he's at
I
5.
had
You know
a
that
couple of those already.
many of us started drinking, at least my generation,
With that drink.
with Fernet. And my first
Fernet
ever
con
drink,
cola.
my father took me to have a glass of Fernet in a bar where I was born in a neighborhood in Buenos Aires. And he went to a bathroom. I drink it all. I think I was 14 or 15 years old. And he came back. I passed out. I was like this on the table.
Fernet used to be 47% of
Now?
alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Now it's 40. 41, 42.
That's
depends,
illegal,
but-
47%.
Yeah, but that
That's
was too-
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What about food flavors? What is a quintessential
The mollejas and
ingredient.
empanadas.
Yeah.
I think
Crispy sweetbreads.
in Bracero, the
Empanadas?
crispy sweetbreads are a must. The empanadas, we have a few. In Florida, we do a king crab empanada, Argentinian king crab and shrimp.
But you also have sweet empanadas as well, right? Do you? Or
No, not
mostly savory?
Mostly savory,
Okay.
yes. And in Bracero, you can have the osobuco empanada.
Yeah, the provoleta.
The provoleta is a provolone
Yeah.
cheese.
The cheese,
done on
yeah,
the grill. Amazing. Also, we're happy that at the Four Seasons they have a wood oven that
okay.
you can use also like in Argentinian way to do the empanadas, the cheese, and
And
Okay.
one of our biggest traditional pizzas is going to be featured the fugaceta.
Oh, wow. I'm vegetarian. Any vegetarian dishes
We
for
can
me?
go on air and,
Oh,
and talk
amazing.
about that.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
stand by. We're
All
going to go for a traffic update and then back on the radio.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Just lots of heavy traffic all over the place. Also on the BKE towards the PIE right after the Mandai Road exit. A broken down vehicle was spotted a while ago. If you have anything else, it's 8855-0920.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. The awesome team is in the studio right now. I think they're a dream team for this Argentinian pop-up happening at the Four Seasons Hotel.
Yeah.
Alex Resnik. We also have Renato Tato Giovannoni as well as Thomas. Gentlemen, we are so very excited.
Buenos dias. Now, Bracero and Floreria Atlantico will be happening at 190 Restaurant and 190 Bar starting tomorrow. The bar starts serving up cocktails under Tato's tutelage, of course, starting at 5:30, and the food starts at 6 p.m. right, Thomas? I got all those details correct?
Perfect.
Okay, all right. So I was going to talk about vegetarian food because I know South American food can be very meat heavy. I'm vegetarian. Are there going to be any choices for me of food?
Of course.
Yay!
The myth is true. We are carnivores. We
Yeah.
love beef and everything inside the cow.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way. Let's not hide it. However, and Tato will agree with me probably, if you go to Buenos Aires now, the growth of vegetarian and vegan restaurants has been tremendous. It's a trend of great food put together, multi-course experiences in Buenos Aires.
Wow.
In the old days, they would take your passport away if you do that.
They say leave.
But now, I mean, I think that the impact of in the culinary world of vegetarian restaurants is incredible.
Yeah, you can't ignore it.
You cannot ignore it. We're gonna have vegetarian empanadas.
Ooh.
There is an amazing, incredible vegetable plate of seasonal vegetables, grilled a las brasas, super hot, with a little sparkle of olive oil and herbs.
Oh, nice.
And the pizza is also the fugaceta.
The fugaceta, the leek and smoked cheese empanada. It's not vegan, but it's vegetarian.
Vegetarian, yeah.
Vegetarian.
The beautiful beetroot salad with a mashed potato underneath and quinoa, red quinoa on top.
Also made gnocchi.
Gnocchi, okay.
Gnocchi, not to forget heirloom tomato salad with a strawberry vinaigrette.
With a strawberry vinaigrette.
That
Beautiful.
sounds good.
Very, very
You
good.
see, she was vegan before.
Yeah.
I said, no.
And then I met them, and then I became
And then
vegetarian.
It's better, vegetarian.
Now
we
you
have
made
a-
us,
Yeah.
you know, eat
Oh
food-
my gosh, I'm
food-
going to eat a
meat
whole
again.
cow by the time I get to you
Because
guys.
it's very much harder when you're a vegan.
Yeah,
you know, I
it
mean,
is.
all respect to vegans and all,
Yes.
but when you're a vegan, there are many things you
A
really
little bit
can't,
more
you really
limited.
can't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're a vegetarian,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
It opens up a lot, yeah.
Yes.
We also have something that it was a Tato's idea and I think a bit of a dream for a while, which is we have an omakase style chef table
wow.
in
Oh.
the middle of the dining room. We call it omakase criollo.
Oh, what's criollo?
Criollo is
Criollo
the
is
native.
is a blend of native people with with the Europeans basically that came to Argentina, and that blend is called criollo. So we're all criollos.
Oh, right, okay, the mix almost,
the
right,
mix,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Wow,
and,
okay.
and it's like, just serve me anything, right? It's like,
So how many
surprise
courses
me.
is that?
Seven stops.
Seven stops.
Seven stops.
And you start-
Different
It's a
areas of
journey.
Argentina?
But you
Yeah,
start with
there
a
is-
small fernet and cherries, of course. We
Of
start
course.
That, with-
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, nice, okay.
Sounds great. So once again, Thomas, let everyone know if they want to make a reservation, can they do it online or do they call through?
Please reach out to us at Four Seasons Hotel, and also you can go online to our open table site. You will have all the information you need about our takeover in a bar and in a restaurant. But we are available 24/7, so please, anytime.
And remember, this is only going on for 3 months starting tomorrow. It's the Argentinian takeover at Four Seasons Hotel featuring Tato. I mean, best bartender in the world, best bar in South America. You'd want to go. That's Floreria Atlantico. The whole 190 bar has turned into a floral shop, I hear. And also the pop-up at 190 restaurant will be taken over by Bracero. So that's going to
right.
be quite a journey.
And you want to be there. I mean, this is going to go on for the next 3 months, but I think Alex and Tato, you guys are going to be in Singapore for how long?
Next couple of weeks?
I'm leaving the 15th, but
Yeah.
coming back beginning of October. Alex is
Same
saying,
here.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to be there also when Tato and Alex are here, but also when they're not.
Yeah, because when it comes to hospitality, I mean, these guys are amazing.
Yes,
you can
absolutely.
Chat with them. They want to meet you as well. So come on down, all right? So once again, we've been speaking to Alex Resnik. We've been speaking to Tato as well as Tomas. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us today.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
very
us.
much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Such a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Enjoy the
Very-
pastries here. Huh?
Yes, we
Very
will.
Thank you
exciting.
so much.
Argentinian pastries.
Oh, my goodness.
And
We're gonna
tell us
take
a little
few
bit about
photos of that.
the
Dulce de leche?
yes.
Oh, but you better come.
How is that
don't,
made?
Don't tell Alex tell you because he tells the wrong
we're gonna
story.
get
Oh, he tells the
He's
wrong
been away
story.
from Argentina for so many years.
You do it,
It's a milk jam.
Yeah.
To put it in some words in English, it's basically we slowly burn the milk with the sugar.
Caramelize.
And we cook it, caramelize, and we steer it for like few hours and very slow. and we eat that in the morning with a piece of
Toast?
bread and butter.
Toast.
And
So it's a
and
spread,
dulce-
basically.
Yes,
Yeah,
and we
okay.
put it everywhere. You're
Oh,
gonna find
nice.
it in Argentina, everywhere in alfajores. Which is a sort of a candy, pastry candy in Argentina.
I
also.
hope you didn't only just bring one jar.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's, allow me to say one last thing. It's an honor for us and a privilege to be in one of the capital of the world in the cocktail making. So many friends with amazing bars in Singapore.
Yeah.
What is happening in Asia, but mostly in Singapore, is amazing. So it's a privilege, a big responsibility for us. So I'm saying hello to everybody in this industry,
Oh, nice.
which make Singapore big in the map of the cocktail scene.
I think we took 11 out of 50 awards at the
Yes.
Asia's Best Bars. So
Correct,
that's quite an
Yeah,
achievement. Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you so much,
you very much.
Alex. Thank you, Tato. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
And
very
we'll
much.
See you, everybody will see you there, no?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of
Of
course,
course.
of course.
Absolutely.
You and your loved ones.
We're coming today. Oh no, tomorrow. We'll come tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.